Okay, hello everyone, this is the Truth Texan, and I want to go over 3 different videos on Ilhan Omar. Now, I know there are a lot of videos about Ilhan Omar's recent comments, but these 3 were the ones that I saw and I think stick out the most to me. I didn't get to see Fox News when they did it. I haven't seen Daily Wire's video on it or anything like that. I just want to go through 3 different videos. And I'm going to start with the best one of the 3. The other 2 try to defend Omar. This one is the one that actually kind of goes for the truth of what happened. And this one is, I'm going to start with the amazing Lucas.
Some people who did something. Oh my goodness. Now, I've only done one video on Ilhan Omar. Just one. And that...
Okay, well, I don't think her name's Ilhan. I'm pretty sure it's Ilhan. I-L-H-A-N. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Was when she was talking about how the best way to deal with people who attack America is to show them compassion.
Yeah, the term to fanaticism is a system of compassion. We must alter our attitude and approach. If we truly want to affect change, we should refocus our efforts on inclusion and rehabilitation. Yes. Well, you can't combat terrorism with that. Like the Muslim terrorists, there needs to be real change. The people in those that are already turned in our terrorist groups, we have to go out and prosecute them and end those terrorist organizations and then show compassion to the people who aren't terrorists. But you know what? Why don't we apply what Ilhan's... Why don't the left apply this logic to the right? Instead of attacking everyone who they disagree with, why not try to cooperate with them? And then you wouldn't have all these extreme people that are on the extreme right now. You know, just a thought.
You know, that nonsense. I'm sorry, boo-boo, but that's going to have to be a hard no for me. It has now come to my attention that footage has been released from her talking at a care event.
I haven't been able to find the full footage. If you're able to find the full footage of Ilhan doing this and you're watching this video, please send me a link so I can go through it myself. All I got are basically third-party sources. But, like I said, I do want to see this full video for myself. So, if you know it and you're watching this video, please link a source to the full video below, please.
And this, what she says is absolute lunacy.
It is lunacy.
First things that come out of her mouth is talking about how, Muslims have been treated as second-class citizens.
Far too long, we have lived with the discomfort of being a second-class citizen.
A second-class... We are a second-class citizen, yet I am in Congress, and Muslims are protected by the left. Like, anytime a Muslim does something, it's not our Muslims. It's we must protect the Muslims. Muslims are treated as the victims. We are treated as the victims and we are protected. But we are second-class citizens, and I am in Congress because I'm a second-class citizen. God damn, we're retarded. Ilhan, really?
And frankly, I'm tired of it. And every single Muslim in this country should be tired of it.
Every single Muslim in this country should be tired of being second-class citizens. We need to be first-class citizens. We must be like the white people, getting attacked non-stop for our race and our culture. We must be attacked non-stop and have no one to defend us. We must be smeared non-stop. All the time. We must be treated just like first-class citizens. Okay? Wow, okay.
What now? Second-class citizens? In the U.S.? I'm sorry. Did someone tell Obama about this? Did someone tell Keith Ellison about this? What on earth is she talking about? Second-class citizens. I have never heard such drivel in my life. You mean by the fact that Israeli Jews can't go to 16 Muslim countries that they're banned? They just can't go. Nobody wants to talk about the persecution of Christians in Muslim countries. But yes, I get it. Muslims in the U.S. have been treated like second-class citizens, and she's sick and tired of it. Have people lost
Good points, Lucas.
their God-given minds? What is up with everyone wanting to be a victim? Then comes a part in her speech where I was just taken aback. I think every red-blooded American was taken aback listening to what she says. She refers to September the 11th as some people who did something.
They recognize that
This is this is the quote that's really horrible. Look.
some people did something.
Now, of course, September the 11th as some people who did something.
They recognize that some people did something.
Now, of course, when this was shown, and clearly there was outrage, she, of course, what did she do? Play the victim. Oh, I've gotten attacks, from people and...
This is dangerous incitement given the death threats I face. Every single politician ever has gotten death threats. Every single famous person ever has gotten death threats. You aren't unique in this, Ilhan, stupid, Omar. Fuck, I get death threats. And I am a small account. The internet's so big and there's so many people out there that just putting yourself out there for anything you get attacked. Okay? My love and commitment to our country and that of my colleagues should never ever be in question. We are all Americans. Yet Ilhan Omar defended those ISIS terrorist kids. The kids that were trying to join ISIS, and she goes, no. Let's not do anything to them, okay? Yes, member of Congress, the first member of Congress to ever describe the terrorists who killed thousands of Americans on 9/11 as some people who did something. And it is unbelievable. Okay, this is sickening, okay? Anyone should see this as sickening. If you're a true if you are a real American, that thing was horrible. It was a horrible event. You don't just pass it off as some people did something. That happened less than 20 years ago. Less than 20 years ago. There are people alive today that still remember it, and it's engraved in their mind. The whole day is embedded into their mind forever because of that tragic event. And these people are the same people trying to claim that whites should suffer and be blamed for the events that happened over a century ago with slavery. No one alive today has ever dealt with slavery in America. Yet blacks need so slavery is very important, and all whites should get blamed, get in trouble for it. But attacking terrorists, Muslims, and being skeptical of all the Muslims that hate America for an event that happened less than 20 years ago, while we're still currently dealing with Muslim terrorists who want to destroy America. Oh yeah, that's just something that some people did.
Yada yada, whoop-de-whoop, and it was taken out of context. All right.
Okay, it was taken out of context? How could any context make 9/11 being some people who did something? How?
Well, I looked it up, right? I looked up the full video to see what was said before, what was said in the back.
Like I said, please, if you know the full video, please send me the link. Because when I look it up, I just see a bunch of people talking about it.
What was said after? Understandable, especially in present day, where everything's taken out of context, where everyone wants that little sound bite to be like, look at this person and spin it. I get it. I listened to the before, I listened to the after. Nothing was taken out of context.
CARE was founded after 9/11.
False. CARE was founded in the 90s. 9/11 happened in 2001. Oh, and as you'll see in CNN, the clip I'm going to do, the last clip I'm going to do, that's the thing they tried to correct. They don't try to correct that some people did something 9/11. They don't care about that. They're doubling down on it, saying that they did nothing wrong there. They're trying to correct the fucking CARE thing.
Because they recognized that some people did something and that all of us were starting to lose access to our civil liberties.
What civil liberties do you not have anymore, Ilhan Omar? What civil liberties that you don't have the whites have? What? None. There's no civil liberties that you don't have that whites have. Okay, so stop playing the victim card here. You are not a victim when it comes to 9/11. You are not a victim there.
She refers to what happened as some people who did something and then tried to use that as, you know what, well, we're tired of being victimized by it. We're going to stand up and fight.
Okay, well, what about the whites who get victimized for stuff that happened over a century ago, Ilhan Omar? Well, this isn't dark at you, Lucas. You're good. Ilhan Omar.
That is not cuckoo crazy for Cocoa Puffs. I don't know what to tell you. But if the funny thing is, the crazy part is, if you juxtapose that with what happened to the attack in New Zealand against Muslims, listen to how she.
Yeah, listen.
She describes that attack.
So we are coming off a tragic nightmare that has happened to Muslims in New Zealand.
So what we have right now.
And what happened in New Zealand? How does that fucking affect you in America? Tell me, how does the New Zealand affect you in America? Nothing. Now on to Lucas's point, which is really good.
Some people who did something, tragic nightmare. Some people who did something, tragic nightmare.
How is that her being? How does that help her case? How can you defend her there? How can these two next videos really defend her after that? Okay, 9/11. Some people who did something. Thousands of Americans killed. We remember it today. New Zealand shooting. Tragic nightmare. Okay. What is the problem?
You come to your own conclusions. You say whatever you want to say. I don't know how anyone can see what she said as is okay. I don't know how you can justify what she said.
You can't.
Because it's completely asinine. Completely asinine. And she said some asinine things before. The thing is, she's not really afraid to come out and speak up what's going on in her mind. She's not afraid because she has support, right? Democrats aren't going to, for the most part, they're not going to be like, hey, don't do that, or shame on you. They're not going to do that. Like, they stand up for their own. Like, hey, she can say the most wildest stuff that comes to her mind, tweet it out, speak it. And you guys remember, she already dehumanized the president, saying that he's not even human.
Yeah, listen to this. Listen to this.
Do you think that President Obama is the same as President?
Absolutely not. That is silly to even think and equate the two. One is human, the other is...
Is it true that you just think that he's...
So, our president isn't human. 9/11 was some people who did something. And then, the event that happened in New Zealand, a tragic nightmare. She is a very problematic... She should not be in Congress. This is she's very anti-America. Like, it's not because she's Muslim, it's because she herself is basically being openly anti-America.
I'm just saying, You believe what you want to believe. She's saying what she believes. She's letting you know what she is thinking. Now, I've already talked about the Trojan horse. I've already talked about, you know, you can change the demographics, and then once you get an influx of people with a different ideology that opposes Western culture, you 1 + 1 is 2. I don't know what else to tell you. 1 + 1 is 2. It'll change from within. Because I think one of the biggest differences when it comes to Democrats and Omar is that, you know, I get it. Democrats have, you know, they've talked trash about America. I get it. I understand, right? You have what's his name? Kumo talking about America was never that great. I get it, right? They've always thrown shade on America. The thing is, they've never left America. That's the thing. That's the thing that always gets me. Oh, it's so bad. It's Islamophobic, xenophobic.
America's so horrible. America's like, well, not one of the greatest countries of all time. Okay, then leave America and go to one of the greatest countries of all time. Whichever one you claim it is.
Phobic, you know, homophobic, all that. Yeah, but yet, I have yet to see you get a plane ticket to anywhere else. That's the strange thing. I have yet to see you get a plane ticket to Iran, to Afghanistan, to Saudi Arabia.
Why don't you go to those Scandinavian countries, you socialists that you love so much? Or, you know, why don't you go to Canada when it's so great? Why don't you leave? Well, maybe, I guess the argument could be they want their country to be the greatest because they love being here. Okay. I don't really think that's true. I think they just don't like America and they just don't like whites. And they just want to do whatever they can to make whites oppressed. And
yet to see that ticket be purchased. So, I get it. You can talk trash while you get the benefit of talking trash. The only difference is, both Republicans and Democrats have always called a spade, especially when it comes to September the 11th. Right? I have yet to hear any Democrat or any Republican kind of like, you know, softball it in there. Well, it's like, you know what? It's horrible that this bad event, like it's always been just denounced. Like, this is horrible. This is bad. Whether you believe it was inside or not, doesn't matter. We can all agree that it was a horrible, tragic event. This is the only person I've heard softball this in. Some people did bad things. Some people did something. That's the only time I've heard some foolishness like that. And she said something. She's always been soft. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't even know how she got in. She wants to talk about second-class citizens and all that as she's in. Wait, like, aren't you in Congress? Like, aren't you a part of Congress? I don't know how are you a second-class citizen and a part of Congress in the United States of America?
Exactly.
How does that work? Pick a struggle, boo-boo. That's all I'm saying. You don't get to be treated as a second-class citizen at the same time making six figures in the United States Congress. That's I don't know how that works. Maybe you can explain that to me. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe Lucas, there you go. With your fear-mongering, your Islamophobic talk. Or if you can't believe, I don't care who you are, what denomination you are, what your faith is. If you don't find what she said concerning, we have a problem. Either or, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe. Oh, that fun stuff. Until next time, guys.
Make sure y'all watch his video. Y'all like, comment, give him support. Yeah. Now on to the next one. This video I have yet to see, but come on. It's TYT, and this is what I do, basically now. Other than whenever I talk about the Bible and stuff, and it's talking about Democrats smearing Ilhan Omar on Fox News. I'm sorry, she smears herself. Some people who did something. That something was a horrible, tragic, terrorist event. Okay? And there's actual people trying to claim it was an inside job and trying to belittle this already. Well, my God. And you get onto Trump for putting fire in helping white nationalists.
Today, Max Rose, so-called Democrat of New York, went on Fox News to...
So-called Democrat? She is a Democrat. Okay? She's just not as stupid as you are.
Ash Ilhan Omar again. So, hey, corporate Democrats, what happened to unity? I thought you guys were all about unity.
What happened to attacking people and belittling fucking 9/11? Yes, unity in a party is important, especially for an election, but come on, you can't be sitting back and think it's smart to defend horrible words what Ilhan did. What Ilhan did here about, we just saw what she did. She fucking belittled 9/11 as some people who did something. Really. Really. 9/11 is an event that America is unanimous on when it comes to it being a horrible, tragic event. So belittling it, why the fuck? This is stupid. Here we are acting like, oh, they're trying to cause division now. I thought they were all about unity. Well, you expect them to defend people trying to belittle 9/11? The fuck is wrong with you, Chunky Chunk?
Why is a Democrat going on Fox News to trash another Democrat? So...
because it's about fucking 9/11.
Oh, how does that make any sense? And what
How does belittling 9/11 make any sense?
was it about? Did she say something outrageous? No, it was about that benign comment about 9/11.
It was about that benign comment about 9/11? You're belittling 9/11? Really? Of course, you aren't a real American. You want America to be a socialist. Oh, 9/11? Oh, who cares about 9/11? That was nothing. It only happened like, what, less than 20 years ago? Yeah. Whatever. But we'll bash white people for what happened over a century ago. But you know what? What happened less than 20? Oh, man, that's nothing. Thousands of Americans died. It's embedded in their head that day. Okay? Less than 20 years ago. I'm 19 and I was alive when that happened. Yes, I was a baby. It's a horrible, horrible event. Come on.
Because she said some people did something on 9/11.
Some people who did something on 9/11. Oh, who cares about belittling 9/11? Who cares about that?
And the 1 out of the 1,000 times she's referred to 9/11, and apparently Max Rose thought that was so egregious.
Not Max. Americans. Real Americans. Moderate Democrats. Moderate to left Democrats. Moderate Republicans. Moderate to right. Everyone. The only people who think that this was okay are people who are so far to the left that y'all have to defend her. You will defend her no matter what. It don't matter what she does. Okay? As long as she pushes for your policies, you're okay with that. That's what's fucked up about you.
So egregious that he had to go run to his friends at Fox News. Oh my God, my Democratic colleague sucks. Let's go bash her on Fox News. What happened to unity?
What happened to universally agreeing 9/11 was a horrible event, and not just some people who did something.
What happened to unity, Max? Like, hey, are we doing a resolution against Max Rose? Nancy Pelosi, where are you? I thought you were upset.
A resolution against Max Rose. For what? They did a resolution for Ilhan Omar whenever she did anti-Semitism. And now she's over here talking about how 9/11 is some people who did something. She defended terrorists, or the kids who were trying to join the ISIS terrorist organization, saying we should have really punished them. What has Max done other than say, yes, what she did was horrible? Okay? How can you sit back, be a proud American, and go, oh, what she did? Oh, she didn't do anything wrong.
for the unity. Oh, it turns out you guys are full of crap.
You guys are full of crap. Yes, I just mocked you because you guys are full of crap. You're projecting it onto others. You are defending a horrible, outrageous thing. And then trying to talk about everyone else is full of crap. No, you're full of crap. You're not really about equality. You're not really about fairness. You don't want any of that. You're full of bullshit. Bolshevich. Since I'm a Russian troll, apparently. You know, with my non-Russian accent, non-Eastern European accent. You know, I'm apparently Russian. Yeah, people can have different opinions. Stupid. But it's bullshit. You guys are full of crap. You don't want you want division. You don't want America to come together. You don't want any of that. You don't want the facts or the truth or any of that bullshit that you claim you want. You don't want to be fair. You're full of bullshit.
You never meant anything about unity. You just meant we hate progressives and we'd like you to bow your head in submission. And
Cenk Uygur, why don't you look in the mirror and say, you don't mean anything you say. You just hate everyone who doesn't agree with you, and everyone who doesn't agree with you must bow their head in submission to us, the progressives, because we are 100% right and we should rule the world. That's how you act. That's how you act, and you're projecting it onto everyone else right now.
when those women will not submit, it is driving them crazy. Sorry. No.
When other people will not submit to you, it's driving you crazy. Look how crazy you're driven right now. You're fucking angry because they don't like the fact that Ilhan Omar said something outrageous about 9/11. She did something outrageous. It was not taken out of context either. Holy...
No deal. AOC, no deal. Tlaib, no deal. Omar, no deal. Ayanna Pressley and on. No deal. We do not submit.
No deal. We won't submit to your rule as you project on your values onto others.
So they are unbowed, and they send this Max Rose character out there, be like, Fox News, come on, let's all bash Democrats. No deal, Max. So you're the ones ruining unity. And by the way, when they...
Really? They're the ones ruining unity? You're over... 9/11. Some people who did something. Oh, wow, you're outraged by the fact that I don't really care about 9/11? Oh my fucking gosh. Attack those people. Oh, you disagree with me? Oh, y'all are evil and immoral. Oh, you disagree with me? Oh, you are a Russian troll. There's no way you could be an American. Oh, you disagree with me? Oh, well, fuck you. Your opinion doesn't count. Oh, you disagree with me? Oh, like, you're not even human. Oh, you disagree with me? You're evil. How? Stop projecting yourself, your problems onto others. You're the ones creating division in America. Yes, corporate Democrats are also creating division, but you are creating the worst kind of division. Going further fucking left. You're going to be so surprised when Bernie Sanders doesn't win the presidency.
See this, they'll say, oh my God, can you believe what Cenk said about poor Max Rose, who had run to the bosom of Fox News to complain about a progressive, which is his right to do as a corporate Democrat. We should all crap on progressives, but if anyone dares to fight back, we'll say, well, unity, Cenk won't do unity, Cenk won't do unity.
God damn, Cenk broke right there. He got so triggered, he just broke. Like, calm the fuck down. You need to reel it back in here. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. People are attacking us for doing something outrageous? Ooh. Oh my gosh. We should attack them just for having a different opinion. Yeah, those are totally the same thing.
You believe these young Turks, they won't do unity. Why won't they bow their head? I do not bow my head to Max Rose.
No, you don't bow your head to Max Rose. What you do is you bow your head to Bernie Sanders and AOC because, oh, they agree with me. They agree with me, so they are morally right and they are the smart ones. Anyone else who doesn't agree, oh, they're just evil people. Oh, it doesn't matter what AOC does. She could say the dumbest things ever. She could be the biggest hypocrite ever, but I bow my head to her because she agrees with me, so she is perfect.
So if you believe that
You want everyone to bow their head to you. You want to be up atop the world because you are so morally just and right, and everyone else is so evil and greedy.
the Democratic Party should be united, clearly the culprit here is Representative Rose, who chose to betray Ilhan Omar, his colleague. Now, they also a colleague.
Oh. Betrayed? When are you going to get to the actual fucking clips? Oh my gosh. 2 minutes in and you haven't even gone to the substance. You're just sitting here triggered. I did not know what I was going in here, but man, Cenk is broken right now. He is he needs to reboot. He needs to plug himself back into the Wi-Fi. He needs to plug him back in, charge up, and then he'll be a good NPC again right here. Cause he's just broke here. Oh my gosh. This is only 2 minutes in. It's already 2 minutes in, and he's you can tell he's broken. Oh,
They should be united. Clearly, the culprit here is Representative Rose, who chose to betray Ilhan Omar, his colleague.
He betrayed Ilhan Omar. She didn't betray Ilhan Omar. I'm sorry, calling you out on bullshit, on being a horrible person, on saying horrible things, isn't betraying your colleagues. Ilhan Omar betrayed America, New York, and AOC betrayed New York in defending Ilhan Omar for a horrible, outrageous comment on talking about how 9/11 is just some people who did something. I'm tired of being victimized by 9/11. Muslims are somehow the victim in 9/11.
Now, they also a colleague, my colleagues, my beloved colleagues, right? When you talk about primaries, all of a sudden it's colleagues. But when you're going out there and crapping all over progressives on Fox News, no talk.
So you expect Democrats to defend horrible actions while you attack non-horrible actions. Wow. You lie and you betray them, and then you do something horrible, and you're like, why are they attacking us? Why? How dare they attack us?
Colleagues. So let's call out your hypocrisy for what it is.
You're the hypocrite here. Come on.
Yeah, the statement was, let's be very...
Please calm down, Cenk. You are broken. You need to recharge up. Be a good little NPC. Don't be an idiot.
clear about this. This is insensitive and it's offensive. On 9/11, radical terrorists attacked us. New York City lost thousands of people. My district, Staten Island, and South Brooklyn lost hundreds of cops, firemen, first responders, more than any other district in America. It's first of all, what is he doing on Fox News talking about this? You're a...
Really? Okay, you're sitting here reading this comment. Oh, well, really? Why are you doing on Fox News talking? Okay, why are you talking with people who disagree with you on issues? How dare you talk to people who disagree with you? You must talk with people who are like-minded. No, screw that. You must talk with people who are us, okay? Otherwise, because we're the only people who you're allowed to talk to, because we're the perfect moral ones. And in the second part, you're over here acting like, oh, he's sad that he lost people during 9/11 attack. Oh, he's talking about how this was a horrible action that people still remember and people are still upset about. Yet, this isn't insensitive at all. Man, how dare they be sensitive about a subject that people remember, which was a horrible, tragic event that people lost lives that they personally knew. Family members, friends, wives, husbands. Really horrible. This is horrible. This is a new low. Yes, this is a huge new low.
Representative, I guess from Staten Island, but it's almost as though they say, we have a New York person, go do that. Meanwhile, New York person Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez said something very relevant, which was...
Okay? So, how is bringing up the deaths that happened on 9/11 not relevant when talking about 9/11? And yes, AOC betrayed New York. Oh, this is from New York. Who cares about what they say? But you know what? AOC's from New York, so what she says is correct. In the same short fucking clip. How do y'all not see your own hypocrisy?
Hey, all these people who are complaining about Ilhan Omar not backing, appearing to be insensitive in the face of this. How about all those people not backing the payment package for people who are first responders and those affected by it? She called them out for that. Where are you in that situation?
Yeah, Representative Crenshaw was all...
Well, I haven't seen anyone against it, and this is actually the first time I've ever heard it brought up. So, I don't know what you're talking about. Who are the people against it? Who are the people actively saying against it? And second, have they really not gotten any reparations? Have the people who lost people not gotten any help from it at all? Is that what you're claiming? Oh, in the less than 20 years, these people who suffered from 9/11, they've gotten zero help from government and the communities and all that. They've gotten no help at all. Because I'm pretty sure that's just bullshit.
Oh, I'm so upset that you didn't formulate that sentence in exactly the way that pleases me. Oh.
I'm talking about PC now. Oh my God, the irony. Don't know who that number is. Oh my God, the irony. Complaining about PC being politically correct. Oh my fucking God. This is coming from the left, everyone. Oh my gosh, they didn't say it exactly the way I want it to be. Oh, they're being sensitive for PC culture. This is so fucking ironic. Y'all went there, really? Oh my. Y'all really are stupid. Y'all really are fucking retarded. How, out of all the things you go through to defend Ilhan Omar, you talk about the PC culture? Really? The PC culture that's the left and y'all defend? Y'all talking about being insensitive and needing to word your phrases exactly the way you need them to be? Hold on.
She called them out for that. Where are you in that situation?
Yeah, Representative Crenshaw was... Oh, I'm so upset that you didn't formulate that sentence in exactly the way that pleases me.
Talking about PC culture. Y'all, we have to change our language for the left and be completely politically correct on your level. But if... wow. Just, wow. How do you not see the hypocrisy there? How do you not see the irony there? Why would you go in that direction?
Oh, did we upset you, Republican Dan?
You're the one upset. People are outraged. Yes, people are upset that she said something outrageous about 9/11. And then you got so upset that people don't like what Ilhan said and think it's wrong that you broke. You're still broken. Jank. For your own sanity and for the reputation of TYT, I suggest you shut up because you're making things worse. I can't believe Shank is... Yeah, no. Shank's the one... man, if Anna was here, maybe she'd be even worse. I don't know.
And Shaw, I'll go check to see if I give a damn. Oh, right, I don't! I don't at all. You're a Republican.
Oh, you don't give a damn about 9/11 at all. Nice.
You're opposed to everything I stand for. I have no interest in unity with you.
a Republican. Oh, you're a Republican. You're against everything I stand for. So you know what? I'm not ever going to try to compromise you with everything. Oh, I'm against 9/11. That's how anti-Republican I am.
Okay, I know the rest of the Democrats are like, oh my God, Dan Crenshaw said something, Fox News said something, everybody go run and hide, okay? No, Ocasio-Cortez does not play that game. So where were you when you came to funding the victims of 9/11? Remember, so that's in this Congress. Now, remember in earlier Congresses, Jon Stewart on The Daily Show had to shame the Republicans into supporting the first responders' health. They said, oh yeah, you responded to 9/11? Sentence. You put a sentence in a way that is benign, but I don't particularly like that compared to, who cares about the first responders?
Benign? Belittling 9/11 is fucking benign? Okay, how about this? The event that happened in New Zealand was just someone who did something. It's not a horrible, tragic event. It's just someone who did something.
Responders who risked their lives to go help people, we're not going to fund their health care. That's what the Republican Party did. By the way, Max Rose, if you're so upset...
Funding healthcare. Really? So, because we're not for universal healthcare, we're evil? How the fuck is those two connected? Oh, they're against universal healthcare. How dare they? They're evil. Okay, well, we attacked 9/11.
About 9/11, and I don't know that I even believe you. I think you're a scummy politician. I think you use this as an opportunity to bash a political opponent. I don't think this has anything to do with 9/11.
You believe this is just an opportunity to bash a political opponent. That's literally all you do. This is one of the biggest examples in this video so far, which is saying something of you just projecting onto others. My gosh.
If there's any policy at all here, other than the fact that you hate progressives, it's probably because you're upset at Ilhan Omar for not backing the right-wing government of Israel. But unlike you...
No, it's because she said something extremely outrageous talking about 9/11.
She's not a right-winger. She's a progressive. So I guess that's a sad day for you. And she will not submit on that either.
A sad day. Shouldn't be a right-wing, left-wing issue. 9/11 should not be a right-wing, left-wing issue. It should be an American issue. Fucking dumb-ass bitch.
So now, and I say that because Max Rose was one of the people who was most vigilantly anti-Ilhan Omar in that controversy. So, did you, when you went on Fox News...
Yes. So, being against her when she was anti-Semitic, and then being against her whenever she defends and belittles 9/11, and when she defends people who want to join ISIS terrorist groups, oh... Of course, she's the victim here in 9/11. She's the victim from 9/11. Got it.
You know, you guys are all friends, and you probably hugged it out and kissed one another and shook hands and did whatever else you need to do as friends and colleagues would at Fox News. But Max, while you were on there, did you remind anyone on air or off air that Donald Trump, after 9/11, went on radio and bragged that he now had the tallest building in New York City? Okay. Did you bring that up? Oh no, that's right.
Did he do that? I don't remember that. I can't confirm nor deny. Where's the proof of that? Where's the proof of that? Prove it. Because y'all lie so much, I can't believe that. Prove it.
Right, because you don't fight Republicans. That's what progressives do. You befriend Republicans.
Really? They don't fight Republicans. That's one of the dumbest statements ever.
Conservatives to bash Democrats and progressives. That's what Max Rose does. And aided and abetted by Democratic leadership.
Cenk, you're so broken, you don't even know what you're talking about anymore. Okay? You need to sleep, rest it out, fix yourself. I don't know, you just broke down, okay? Because I was wondering how the hell can you defend something like this? And Cenk, you did not defend it. You were basically saying, oh, it's nothing. Okay. On to the next one, which is from TYT video, because I really did not realize it was just going to be them just bullshitting around. I really didn't. I kind of hoped they would do something, but no, they were just... Cenk was just too triggered to even, I guess, bring up the video. They didn't have an actual defense, so they were just bashing and attacking everyone, and Cenk broke down because he can't defend this type of thing. Here, CNN, I've seen some of it, does a better job trying to defend it, but it still fails because you can't defend any of this.
Look, I'm a never forget guy. I'm of the opinion that we don't see the imagery of 9/11 often enough. It seems relegated to just once a year, usually on the anniversary. But this is not what I had in mind. Thursday's news.
People need to see more of 9/11. But putting it on the cover of a newspaper, along trying to show that it was a tragic event to someone who tried to belittle it, that's wrong. Wow.
New York Post cover showed images of the Twin Towers burning down on September 11, juxtaposed with a quote from Representative Ilhan Omar. The quote was from remarks she made at a March 23rd banquet hosted by the Council on American Islamic Relations, or CARE. Her description of 9/11 as some people did something has now caused a firestorm. Well, here's some context.
Far too long, we have lived with the discomfort of being a second-class citizen. And frankly, I'm tired of it.
Remember, second-class citizen, well, she's in Congress, and they get protection by the left.
And every single Muslim in this country should be tired of it. CARE was founded after 9/11.
No, it wasn't.
Because they recognized that some people did something and that all of us were starting to lose access to our civil liberties.
What civil liberties did you lose? What civil liberties do you not have right now that whites have? What makes you a second-class citizen when you're in Congress and you have protection?
Washington Post fact checker Glenn Kessler among those who pointed out that CARE was founded in 1994, not after September 11. Omar's spokesperson Jeremy Slevin said the Congresswoman misspoke, meant to refer to the fact that...
Really? Like I said, this is what they decided to correct. This right here. They didn't try to correct on the fact that, yes, they probably messed up with how they treated 9/11. No. They made a correction on, oh, she misspoke. She didn't mean that CARE was founded after. She meant CARE was founded, was just doubled in size. That's all. That's the important thing you need to correct. That's the important thing you needed to focus on. Really?
The organization had doubled in size after the September 11th attacks. There has been a full-throated reaction from both sides of the aisle. Texas Republican Congressman and former Navy SEAL Dan Crenshaw tweeted this: first member of Congress to ever describe terrorists who killed thousands of Americans on 9/11 as some people who did something unbelievable.
This is unbelievable. This is... that he's correct.
Donald Trump Jr. tweeted this.
They just highlight the one part, and that's all he's going to read. So I'm going to read the full thing. It's like about context. Really? Okay. This woman is a disgrace. Never in my life would I imagine a member of Congress showing this much disdain for America and Americans. I never thought I'd see Democrats and their media lackeys turn a blind eye to this and her anti-Semitism. The Dems have lost their way. Enough.
Woman is a disgrace. On Fox and Friends, co-host Brian Kilmeade said this.
Really? There's so few people did something? You have to wonder if she's an American first.
Talking about context? Really? You just did exactly what you're trying to claim everyone else is doing. Bravo. Okay? Well, it doesn't matter. You have to wonder if she's American first. Okay? She defended people who tried to join ISIS. She talked about New Zealand shooting is a horrible thing, but 9/11, that's some people who did something. She's trying to be the victim here from 9/11. Talking about how Muslims are the victims of 9/11, not Not the other people, Muslims. So yeah, one must wonder, is she really America first?
Others faulted the New York Post. Michigan Democratic Representative Rashida Tlaib said taking Omar's words out of context was a pure racist act.
Okay. How the fuck is this racism? You're trying to make her the victim. She's the victim of racism? Are you fucking retarded? This isn't racism. This is her saying 9/11 was some people who did something. That wasn't even taken out of context. That's how she referred to it. Okay, and then trying to complain about taking things out of context. That's what the left does. That's what you do, Rashida Tlaib. Okay, that's all you do on the left. That's, again, projection. Y'all are projecting very hard right now trying to salvage this, and it's failing. You should walk this back. But no, you're doubling down and it's making all of you look bad.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was similarly
AOC betraying New York.
appalled.
We are getting to the level where this is an incitement of violence.
Really? An incitement to violence. Really?
Against progressive women of color.
Progressive women of color. Oh, they're not against progressives. They are against progressive women of color. Okay? This isn't racism. That's not what this is. Stop trying to be the victim. Y'all aren't the victims here. And you betray New York. New York should not vote anyone in who's okay with people belittling 9/11.
And if they can't figure out how to get it back to policy.
Trying to get it back to policy. People who took it off of policy was people on the left. Y'all took it off of policy. Y'all were attacking Trump for saying MS-13 is racist. Well, not racist. Saying MS-13 are animals. I got on to Trump for saying MS-13 are animals. Y'all started the personal attacks. And now that y'all did something stupid, y'all want to put it back to policy. Right. You know, y'all don't have good policy to stand on. Policy is on the right. I'm sorry. What policy do you have? Because the Green New Deal was horrendous. It was horrible.
We need to call it out for what it is, because this is not normal, and this is not a normal level of political debate or rhetoric.
This isn't normal. This is what y'all normalized. This is what y'all did, but now it's biting you in the ass. You don't like it.
As wild as it can get, sometimes this is something beyond what is normal.
Really? So being outraged by someone belittling 9/11 is not normal. You grew up in New York and you're older than me. How the fuck can you be okay with 9/11? I'm 19. You're 20. 20? I don't know. You're 20 something. You're probably old enough to remember it. But it's some people who did something. It's belittling you. How could you? How, AOC? How can you defend Ilhan Omar in this and try to be a New Yorker?
The New York Post didn't back off, instead running a follow-up editorial that doubled down, saying Omar and her
supporters simply want to stifle debate by declaring any criticism of her to be out of bounds. Correct. And Democrats are playing along, either echoing the out-of-context excuse or just staying silent. I mean, come on.
supporters simply want to stifle debate by declaring any criticism of her to be out of bounds, and Democrats are playing along, either echoing the out-of-context excuse or just staying silent. It's even
worse than their failed effort to condemn remarks accusing American Jews of dual loyalty and buying political support for Israel. The Dodgers may play well on Twitter, but we suspect most Americans will remain appalled. Because, I mean, come on. Once again, they stifled 9/11. So come on. They're belittling fucking 9/11. This is outrageous. You can't just belittle something like that. Okay, the Democrats who aren't doing anything and trying to defend Ilhan, y'all shouldn't be in office. It's stupid. People, this is just stupid.
Worse than their failed effort to condemn her remarks accusing American Jews of dual loyalty and of buying political support for Israel, the dodges may play well on Twitter, but we suspect most Americans will remain appalled.
This is 100% true because, well, I mean, come on. How can you defend Ilhan at this point? And they do, anytime anyone has anything negative, it's just like Obama. If you have anything negative to say Ilhan Omar, you're automatically a racist bigot. Okay, it can't be because she said something outrageous. It can't be because you're against her policies. It's because you're a bigot racist. And this is just a strategy at the left now. You disagree with them, they'll just call you names.
Then Congresswoman Omar made things worse with another tweet. She cited President George W. Bush's quote, "The people and the people who knock these buildings down will hear all of us soon," and asked,
The people and the people who knock those buildings down will hear all of us soon. Okay. So after the event, George W. Bush came out to do his speech, and he said that these people that did this, these people who knocked those buildings down, we will hurt them. They will hear us soon. He called this a horrendous terrorist action. At least he's admitting this made things worse for her. Like, how is that the same as some people did some things and I'm the victim because of it? He's over here, George Bush was over here talking about how they're going to react to 9/11 and how they're going to attack the people who did that. You're over here belittling 9/11 and trying to act like Muslims are the victim of 9/11. In no way are they the same.
Was Bush downplaying the terrorist attack? What if he was a Muslim? By the way, I don't think the comparison is a good one. President Bush, unlike Omar, wasn't ignoring the perpetrators of 9/11. Hell, he was threatening revenge against them.
Exactly.
And yesterday, President Trump joined the fray himself with this tweet, which incorporated grisly images of the towers with her quote. Everybody has had their say except me, so here goes. I think that at best, her words were poorly chosen. Never should anyone, much less a member of Congress, minimize September 11.
Nice. Actually, CNN did something good here. Thank you, CNN.
By saying that some people did something. Better that in making a point about civil liberties, she had correctly noted that terrorists killed 3,000 innocent Americans, robbing them of all of their civil liberties. I can understand why she might have been uncomfortable using the words radical Islam in front of an Islamic group. But here's what she should have said. She should have said, CARE doubled in size after 9/11 because it recognized that in the aftermath of the most despicable and heinous terror attack on our country, which was perpetrated by individuals who distorted our faith, law-abiding, peace-loving Muslims were losing access to all of our civil liberties. After I made that point on Sirius XM radio, a friend of mine objected, and he said, Omar's being held to a different standard because...
He is correct. At best, it was... she misspoke. At best, she misspoke. She don't want to admit to that, though. She's making things worse for herself. This is appalling for Americans. This is outrageous for Americans. This is fucked up. Completely, undeniably fucked up. I don't care the defense to this. What she said was wrong and outrageous, and the fact that she won't admit to it, it's even more so. It's not some people who did something. And yes, we could talk about distorting her faith, because no, they didn't distort her faith. That her faith calls for that kind of stuff, but that's another topic. But yeah, if she would have said something like that, it would have been a different story. And no, she's not being held at a different standard. All politicians are like that. Trump said MS-13 are animals, yet everyone attacked him, claiming he said all Mexicans were animals. So what different standard are you even talking about? It's not even there.
She's a Muslim. And that made me reconsider. What if it had been a different type of political leader who similarly sought to make Representative Omar's point about the curtailment of civil liberties post 9/11? After all, that's a libertarian mantra. What if a libertarian leader, maybe Ron Paul, was speaking at an affinity group like Cato and similarly said, some people did something that caused the rest of us to lose all of our civil liberties? Would he have faced the same reaction as Congresswoman Omar? Probably not.
I think he would have. First off, I think there would have been Republicans who would have been angry. There would have been Democrats who would have used this against them all the time. Progressives would have been talking about how that's wrong. Yeah, you would have been talking about how that's wrong. Yes, people would be against that. She's not held to a different standard because she's Muslim. Belittling 9/11 is wrong no matter what. Muslims aren't the victim here. They really aren't a victim of 9/11. Yes, we lost some civil liberties from 9/11, but what civil liberties? We have our civil liberties now. Nothing from 9/11 is affecting them now. And I'm sorry, I don't care who you are. No Muslim is a victim in 9/11.